Only one more home game for the Bellpurse Hill Footy Club, and it's Past Players Day. Two familiar faces joining us this week. What does Past Players Day in this club mean to you guys?
It's growing basically for us. I think it's something that's become more and more important probably over the last 10 years, and the days probably especially over the last 3 or 4 years, has got bigger and bigger, and some guest speakers who start to get involved too, which brings more people along. So important day, important for the club, and past players especially. They're quite strong at probably other clubs, and something we need to, and we've been focusing on, especially recently, to build and get better. So big day on Saturday, definitely.
Yeah, from my point of view, I think the club as a whole, for years, they didn't have success. In 2010 we won it, and then won a few more flags, and then it's brought more people back out, and sort of it's the old and the new now combining. So it's the players that have won the flag and now the past players, you know what I mean? So that's really good to see. When I come in here, I don't remember a lot of the older players, but you see them in here now with the newer players, and it just brings the whole thing together. That's probably my favourite part.
Yeah. So, Greg, 5-time premiership coach. I don't know how you feel when I just put that title out there, but in terms of all 7 of those flags across 10 straight grand finals, I want to ask both of you, was there a favourite?
It's good. It's a great question. I think about it a fair bit. Well, I'll split it between a couple, and they're all very.
But you've got to pick one in the end.
Okay, I'll give you a couple. Most important is probably the first one, 2010, because the club had never won one before, and it was a personal sort of goal of mine from when I was younger that I wanted to be a part of one in some way or form. So coach it, the first one ever, is probably the highlight of my career. Across my career for the whole thing. So probably go to that one. I also like the one we're celebrating this weekend, the 2014 one, which was after a loss from the year before. We had a lot of players, really good players, probably 6 out of our 8 or 10 guys either retire or move on. The call was that we were pretty much done, and our era was over, and that would have been fine because we'd already won 3. And yeah, we were able to come back and beat North Geelong. We're probably heavily favoured throughout the year, and probably not even on the day. So that was a good day.
Yeah, mine's definitely 2014 because we missed the 4-peat. Everyone's a bit down, and that was it. End of the year. As good, set all over, done. And then the Cubbies, the Timmies, the Bows stood up. All that young group coming through. Fantella, there was a few of them, and to expect to just win the next 4 was unbelievable. But that's probably that was a turning point again. And to think that we could achieve that after that, yeah, it was biggest belief, to be honest.
Yeah. Got a very young side now, bar I suppose Flacker, Yatesy, and whoever's left from that premiership era. What does it mean to you guys to see them continue to fly the flag and this recent form that they've brought into the tail end of the season?
I guess when you lose probably 20 players, I don't even know, I have reserves and seniors, and then round 1 we turn up, you don't know what to expect, and we knew that probably 22 was okay, we didn't have much depth, and then they've come out and beat East Geelong, and East Geelong haven't lost a game since. So by fluke or accident, whatever you may call it, we've actually recalibrated the whole club, getting all these new players. They've got a lot of game time in them, and add a few more recruits, and they're going to be super competitive again. So from that point of view, when you lose 20, it's a big hit, but it can be so much better the other way.
Well, the only club to beat East Geelong so far this season, which is a feat in itself. It was also a tear-jerking moment a few weeks ago when one Adrian Fantella was cheered off the ground. Gerg, you saw him as a youngster in that premiership group, and he's still playing today. What was going through your mind at the end of that win over Karaya?
It was good, obviously good that the guys got up and had a win. I was asked to say a few words before the game, and that's basically what I touched on, that you want the guys, that they want to put in a good performance for past champions. He's still a present champion, but that's the main thing, that you put in a good performance, and a win. You want to carry them off after a win, not after a loss. So that was great, and as Tony mentioned, the teams and the clubs still competitive, but they've won their last 3 in a row. They're a good chance of winning on Saturday, finish off the year on a fairly high, and just go back to recruiting and chasing up a few more players, and you're not far away. So that's good. They haven't fallen off the face of the earth. They're still quite competitive. They've had a good season.
And lastly, I guess your inspiring words for the current lineup ahead of their last 2 games for season 2024.
Oh, no, it's just keep. I mean, I'm wrapped the way that they haven't fallen off. To win the last three, they could have really dropped away and lost by 100 points every game. That's what you tend to do. But they've actually got better and hung in, and that's all you can expect. So just keep working it. They've got a full season, off season with these youngsters, and anything can happen next year. So I'm quietly confident.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same boat there. They're just going to stick together. They've improved over the year. They can, you know, as I said, recruit 2 or 3 players over the off season and improve again next year. And like I said, it's not a lot. It doesn't take a lot to move up 4 or 5 spots on the ladder. So, yeah, with a bit of recruiting, they might not be too far away next year.
All right. Well, I'm expecting a big crowd this past Players' Day. I hope to see you both there.
Thanks,
We're
Alex.
there.